So, for today, we're going to talk about the physical education and health for that talks about the different recreation or different activities outside po na ginagawa natin. So, first, for our unit number 7, we have the outdoor recreation. At the end of our discussion, uh, the learner should be able to do the following. So, you're able to discuss the nature of different recreational activities, help educate and guide recreationists in sustainable minimum impact practices that mitigate or avoid recreation related impacts, and explain how to optimize the energy system for safe and improved performance. And also, at this discussion, the values and attitude that you're going to learn or should be able to do is to demonstrate responsibility in preserving and conserving outdoor environments, cultivate an awareness of the benefits of outdoor recreation for personal well being, and foster a sense of adventure and curiosity in exploring the outdoors. So, for our first lesson for this afternoon, it talks about the nature of outdoor recreation. So, for the central question of our discussion this afternoon, here is the question. How does outdoor recreation shape our relationship with nature, influence our well-being, and reflect cultural values? Okay, I will give you 3 minutes po to create your answer, and I will be calling someone po or calling 2 to 3 person to share their answer regarding our central question for our discussion this afternoon. Okay po. So now we're going to answer po this essential question. So who wants to share po his or her thoughts regarding our essential question for our discussion? Okay po. So meron po kayang gustong magsagot? Yes, Chanel.
Outdoor recreational activities, in my opinion, is very important to us human beings because in this day and age, we are always in our phones, always using technology. And by outdoor recreation activities like physical activities, social activities, or even artistic activities we can do outside, it helps us connect with nature and it helps us improve our mental state. And that it also influences who we are as we fully interact with nature, and that can shape us and our values.
Okay, so very good answer po from Chanel. So basically, recreation shape our relationship with the nature. It is because, tama po yung sagot ni Chanel, that at this age or at this point we're in, most of the people are focusing or focus on using our technology on our cell phone inside our houses or inside our home. So basically, nagiging onti na lang po yung ating time in creating relationship with the nature, but in doing an outdoor recreation. It shaped basically our relationship with nature. It is because nature gives us what technology cannot give to us. Okay po, and especially it influences our well-being because our nature taught us to be well-rounded. It taught us to attach ourselves in the nature, to preserve our nature, to become a steward of our nature. And it reflect the cultural values. It because 'di ba, different outdoor recreation is located in different parts of the country. Wherein it shows the different cultural values of the places and also specifically the person itself who are doing an outdoor recreation. So now let's proceed to the second one. For our lesson number one, we have the nature of outdoor recreation. So we have here the different recreation that can we do outside, or the outside activity, or activities that we can do outside. So as we can see here on the photos given on the slide, it shows some of the different outdoor recreation showcase or outdoor recreation activities that we can do that can connect us to the nature and give us the peace. Okay po. So, marami pa po tayong iba't ibang klase ng mga outdoor recreation, but here are some of the outdoor recreation po na pwede po nating gawin if we are going to travel to different places. So, which outdoor recreation activity captured your interest the most? So, upon looking at the different recreation. Okay po, dito po sa ating mga pictures provided in the slide. So sa tingin nyo po, ano po yung nakapag-capture ng inyong interest, or ano sa tingin ninyo yung posible nyong gawin na recreational activity upon looking the picture? Anyone po from the class? Dito po sa class natin, or dito po sa mga picture na nakikita po natin, ano po kaya yung possible na outdoor activity na pwede nating gawin? So, yes, Chanel.
I think po yung pag-photograph po nung environment since pinaka-accessible po yun since we have mobile phones and mobile phones have cameras. So that way we can connect with nature by capturing the beauty or the essence of it.
Okay po. So basically, 'di ba, dito po sa ating photography, it connect us specifically doon po sa makakakita at specifically doon din sa mga magka-capture ng mga picture. It's not just capturing the environment itself, but also capturing the moment or the beauty of the nature, or the beauty has or the nature natin, 'di ba? So dito kasi sa mga activities na 'to, iba't ibang outdoor recreation ay nagpo-provide ng iba't ibang ah, happiness, iba't ibang joy na dinadala po sa mga gagawa ng isang recreational or outdoor recreational activities. Okay po, so now let's proceed on defining what is outdoor recreation. So outdoor recreation, it refer to organized activity that may be participated by an individual during their free time. So ito po yung klase ng mga organized activity wherein you as an individual, you can participate sa mga activities po na ginagawa natin outside ng isang room. Okay, so ito pwede siyang hiking, trekking, camping, okay po, so swimming. So ito po yung iba't ibang outdoor recreation na kung saan pwede natin gawin on our free time. Kasi po on outdoor recreation ay it requires time, it requires po ng mas mahabang oras para magawa po natin yung mga activity na to. So, according to Klein R. Jensen, divided a day into three parts based on time. Okay po, so first po, we have the existence time. It's defined as the time spent in maintaining biological and physiological need. Subsistence time, defined as the time spent in school, and schoolwork for students, work, and chores. And free time, defined as the time an individual has after engaging in existence and subsistence. So basically, dito po yung mga bagay na kung saan na kailangan daw po natin gawin bago tayo maggawa ng isang outdoor recreation. So first, we need to do the existence time. So existence time po, ito po yung pag-maintain ng biological and physiological needs. Wherein, dito po, pag sinabi natin physiological needs, it is the physical appearance or the physical po na pangangailangan ng katawan natin. And the subsistence time, so syempre, after we care for our biological and physiological needs, we need also to spend time for our school, for the work, and the chores inside our home. And the last one is the free time. It is a time po wherein we can engage in doing an outdoor recreation after we engage in our existence and subsistence time. So, the benefits of outdoor activity. So, first po is on our physical health. So basically, outdoor activities requires a rigorous or it requires high energy level. In physical activity, an active lifestyle is more beneficial to physical health than sedentary life. Spending time outdoors engages individual in many physical activities such as walking, climbing, running, and cycling. Dito po kasi on outdoor activities, 'di ba? Dito we engage in more rigorous, we engage in more physical activities wherein mas napapagana natin yung different body parts ng katawan natin. Once na po na nagkaroon tayo or nag-create tayo ng outdoor activities, syempre, mas umaayos po or mas na-exercise po yung ating physical body with the help of the different physical activities na meron din po syempre yung mga benefits po sa katawan natin, yung benefits po ng paglalakad, pag-akyat, pagtakbo, at pagbibisikleta. Second benefit po ng outdoor activities would be the psychological and emotional benefits. It is because recreational activities acts as de-stressors. Pag sinabi po nating de-stressors, ito po yung tumutulong sa atin para matanggal, mabawasan yung stress po na nararanasan natin. Okay? In our recreational activities, we need to spend time outdoors and engage in the different activities that could boost our self-esteem, self-confidence, morale, and creativity. Kasi nga po, di ba, in recreational activities, mas nafo-focus po tayo doon sa ginagawa nating activity rather than focusing on the stressors na nakakapag pa-stress po sa atin. So kasi yung binibigay pong benefit ng mga nature trippings, ng iba't ibang activities ay nafo-focus tayo doon sa mga bagay na ginagawa natin. Okay po? So next po natin is the social advantage. Here in outdoor activities, 'di ba? With the help of creating unorganized activities for outdoor recreation, so we need to engage in different outdoor activities po as a way of bond with our family members and loved ones. Kasi 'di ba, if we're doing outdoor activities with our family members and loved ones, we are allowing or we are having an opportunity for uh, having an opportunity to create bond, to share similar interest and passion po for outdoor recreational activities. And it also help us to connect with each other. Kasi 'di ba, with the help of outdoor activities, doon po na ipapakita natin kung sino talaga tayo, na ipapakita natin yung kagalingan natin, yung kahinaan natin. And syempre through that, mas nakikilala tayo ng ating mga family members and loved ones. And most especially po sa benefit ng isang outdoor activity is the economic sector benefit. Dito po sa ating economic sector benefit, the relaxed body and mind increases work productivity and efficiency in the workplace. The ecotourism sector has created job opportunities and promoted other economic activities that have contributed to the country's economic growth. So dito po, 'di ba, sa Philippines, marami po tayong iba't ibang klase ng mga recreational activities. So dito po sa recreational activities po na ginagawa natin, or na binubuo po ng iba't ibang mga lugar, they can provide job opportunities and promote po yung iba't ibang activities that can contribute to the economy of our country. Kasi nga po, 'di ba, nagbabayad tayo, nagpa-provide tayo ng payments na kung saan yung mga payments na yun napupunta rin naman siya sa economy or sa budget ng ating bansa. And most especially, dito rin po, 'di ba, when we do outdoor activities, so syempre, nare-relax po yung katawan natin, nare-relax yung isip natin. So ngayon, once na na-relax yung isip natin, 'di ba, makakapagtrabaho or magagawa natin yung mga bagay na dapat nating gawin inside the school or inside the workplace. So, the spiritual well-being. So, dito po sa ating spiritual well-being, outdoor recreation enhances spiritual values and calms a person. Nature heals, restores, rejuvenates, and suits the mind, body, and soul. Diba sa mga recreational activities po na nagagawa natin, 'di ba? Through the help of the beauty of nature, it help us na ma-internalize po kung ano po yung mga dapat nating gawing reflection sa buhay natin. Once we do the reflection po or self-reflection on the things that we are doing right now, 'di ba? Doon tayo unti-unti naghi-heal with the help also of the outdoor activities wherein we can shout, we can give it all, lahat ng mga sakit na nararamdaman natin, lahat ng mga hinanakit natin ay pwede nating ilabas in doing an outdoor activity. So that's why mas uh, mas nai-heal po yung ating body, mind, and soul. So, with regards po with the historical connection of the outdoor activities, so during the pre-colonial era in the Philippines, outdoor activities were a form of recreation and a way of life. So, during the pre-colonial era or bago pa tayo masakop, may mga recreation na or pamumuhay na tayong ginagawa na pwede po nating masabi na part ng isang outdoor recreation. So, nandiyan po yung fishing, hunting, and farming. And also, yung mga traditional games po or mga larong Pinoy na nilalaro po natin sa labas ng ating mga bahay. So, basically, di ba, yung ating mga fishing, hunting, farming, and the traditional game of the Philippines were deeply connected to the natural environment wherein we are or the things that we need para po dito sa mga bagay na to ay matatagpuan lang po natin yan lahat sa ating nature. So it reflects po the relationship between the people and the nature wherein people use the resources coming from the natural environment, and the natural environment will give us something in return like po yung mga natural resources natin from the fishing, mga animals, and farming. And during naman po ng ating American colonial period, dito po na-introduce naman yung iba't ibang klase na ng mga outdoor recreation coming from Western country. So nandito na po yung pagpasok ng golf and tennis. Okay, so this sport po ay it is initially na tawag po that it is initially uh, exclusive sa mga mayayaman. But sa paglago po ng sport ng golf and tennis, mas naging accessible na po siya sa publiko. Specifically sa pagtayo po ng mga golf court, mga tennis court, dito mas lalong nakikita natin yung mga kahalagahan po ng ating outdoor recreation. And also, dito rin po kasi, di ba, during this time, sa American colonial period, nag-establish na po tayo ng mga national parks and protected area na kung saan pwede po siyang puntahan or bisitahin ng mga tao. Wherein, dito po kasi in establishing the national park and protected areas as outdoor recreation, it also helped us to recognize the importance of preserving natural landscape for recreation and conservation. So, during this time, dito na po nauso yung modern outdoor recreation while balancing the enjoyment with environmental stewardship. So, that is the first part of our discussion for the nature of outdoor activities. So now let's proceed po sa second part. I will just open the PowerPoint presentation. So please wait for a while fixing our PowerPoint presentation. So wait lang po. Inaayos lang po tayo. Okay po, so now let's continue our discussion for our second part of our lesson, which is the nature of recreation.